Hello, hope you're all well. Just wanted to follow up after my tweet about a week and a half now ago. I said I was going to take a break from content creating. Obviously, I've not been busy on Twitter or anything like that. I have kept up with the Versus 5 stuff, and plus, there's been other little bits of content trickling out that was already recorded and stuff. The purpose, anyway, of taking a break was I wasn't feeling well. I've been having trouble with my intestines. I had an intestinal event back in January 2020, which wasn't great, and it's been taken. I'm more than a year in, and it's been struggling to recover, especially over the last sort of 3 or 4 months. And um, one of the things that I actually did, though, as part of sort of trying to get better and all the rest of it, is I've changed my diet again, and I actually started this on the day that I put the tweet up saying I was taking a break. And prior to this, probably about 4 years, I've been on the keto diet, which has been absolutely fantastic for me in terms of how I felt, in terms of my emotional stuff, my ADD. It's very, very good for that, and just in general been great. But ever since this intestinal thing, my body's not been able to get on with it. And in fairness, keto can be a pain in the ass because obviously you've got to measure that you're getting the right amount of fats versus protein and keeping your carbs to a minimum, stuff like that. So there were annoying things with it up to a point, but how I felt and what it did for me was great. But like I say, my body's not been able to handle it since that thing happened last year. So, but as well as I started a new diet, like I say, at the point where I actually put this tweet up, and it's made a tremendous difference. I've actually gone on the carnivore diet, also known as zero carbs. Admittedly, mine's, I guess, a slightly modified version. There are nothing but modified versions of it. Simplest is obviously meat and water. I also drink coffee. I haven't gotten rid of my black coffee yet, and I do include some dairy things. And I've only just, and I say that I've only just started reintroducing them because dairy was a bit of an issue for me as well. But since I've been zero carbs or carnivore, whatever you want to call it, I feel fantastic. There's been no discomfort. There's been no digestive issues. Everything's quiet. I don't get gas or anything like that. It's I don't know. I'm surprised by how well it's gone, how quickly now. Obviously I spent a good number of years fat adapted, meaning that my body runs on fat rather than carbs, if you know what I mean, for energy, or burns fat for energy. So that side of things, in terms of transitioning onto the carnivore diet, doesn't seem to have been an issue. The only thing that has been is it's taken some getting used to is getting enough fat. So I started off and I wasn't, and it sort of manifests as a lack of energy and stuff like that. But now that I'm sort of increasing those levels and sort of learning a bit more about it and coming up with other sort of things and ideas and ways of eating, yeah, it's been great. It's doing a lot better. I had a really good sort of productive day yesterday. As you noticed from this, I've done a rebrand, and I did this across obviously Twitch, YouTube, as well as here on Twitter. Um, and there are still some other bits and bobs that I'm working on in the background before I come back sort of full on content creating, mostly around my Twitch channel. There's a certain number of things I don't know how to do and hadn't set up properly, and I want to sort of get all that in place and be happy with it rather than it being sort of a bit of a rough job as it has been up to this point. So in terms of my actual coming back for content creation side of things, I'm not, setting a time or anything like that, but I'm eager to be back already. I'm still, like I say, getting used to this diet and stuff, and like I say, I've still got a few other things in the background that I want to do for the channel and stuff. But yeah, basically, I'm doing a lot better. So thank you very much to everybody who left messages, sent me messages and stuff like that. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate your support. Part of why this community is just absolutely superb. And yeah, I'm going to try and be a bit more active on Twitter again, just working things up. But like I say, I got a few things in the pipeline that I want to get sorted before I sort of come back full time. Plus, I want to make sure I'm not going to do the same thing where I come back feeling great and then within a few days I've feeling crappy again. So I don't want to, I want to try and be consistent, and I want to feel well enough to be consistent. So as it stands now, I feel pretty good. So I think maybe give it another week and see how things are going. But like I say, I'm hoping to be a bit more active. And as I say, thank you all again for all your support. It's just mind blowing. Take it easy. Speak to you soon.